So I'm always looking for ways to repurpose tools. So this Dayco serpentine belt alignment tool that I've had for some time, I thought of a way to use it in another application. Let's have a look at this tool. So I did have to buy batteries for it the other day because mine had gone dead. But here's the tool, and as you can see, it projects a nice straight laser beam at 90 degrees to the flat surface that it's sitting on here. And it's used to line up pulleys, but I thought maybe I could use this on a brake rotor to check toe in, at least a rough in toe in adjustment. I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that. So this morning I'm replacing outer tie rod ends on this Honda CR-V, and like most small independent shops, I don't have a wheel alignment machine, so I'm always trying to come up with a better solution for getting this toe at least close enough to drive it to the wheel alignment shop without wearing the tires off. What I've just come up with was another idea. I know that you can count the number of threads on the inner tie rod end. You could measure the distance between the nut, but sometimes the length of the tie rod, this length, is different on the aftermarket part. These ones were like a 1/16 of an inch longer. The old one was a 1/16 of an inch longer in the body, so I decided to repurpose another tool, and I thought I'd share this little hack with somebody else who might find it useful. So roughly center the steering wheel, and this is important that we don't turn or move the steering gear. So I've already removed the lower tie rod nut from this side here. I'm about to knock it off. I'm going to hit the tie rod up from the bottom because I'm changing it anyways. We're going to loosen off the jam nut, but before we do that, I'm going to use this serpentine belt tensioning tool, or alignment tool, sorry, to create a laser pointer, as you can see, against the back of the wheel well. So I'm going to set this up, and I'm going to mark it with 3 white paint dots where it is right now, and then I'm going to reinstall it in the same spot, making sure that I don't move the steering rack in or out this way. And I'll show you what that looks like. So now you can see I put 2 white paint dots on the wheel well, and this magnetic tool sits against here, and you can see that it lines up with that paint dot and that paint dot. Now I'm going to be very careful not to move the steering gear while I'm repositioning this or replacing this tie rod end. So these 2 tie rods are pretty close to the same length. If I had a grease fitting in the original one to use as a gauge point, but I think this new one is just slightly longer, maybe a millimeter longer. I'm also going to measure, because I cracked this nut loose but it did not turn on the shaft. I'm going to measure from the nut to the end of the shaft with a depth vernier, and then I'm going to loosen off this nut and put some never sees on the threads so the alignment shop can turn it easier in case I need to adjust the toe. So I got this one installed and I roughed it in, and now I'm going to check to see if it's close. Let's see, it's off by just a few thousandths of an inch. Let's see which way I got to turn it. Yeah, right there. Okay, I'm going to move this pair of vice grips on this inner tie rod end here. Be good if there was a switch on this thing and it would stay on. Yeah, that's close enough. So now we'll send it for a wheel alignment. I'll be curious to see how close it is.